Death Valley, Clemson Memorial Stadium. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Georgia Southern Eagles and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Death Valley, the tradition is real. You touch the rock, you run down the hill, and it is a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Georgia Southern's offense will have the football first. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius as his...
There he goes! Past the 30, the 20, into the house! Touchdown, Georgia Southern!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Tigers' offense will now get its first chance with the football. And we get our first look at Christopher Vizina. Tough day in that last loss, threw a couple of interceptions and did not throw a touchdown pass. Using his legs, it's Haynes. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play. It's 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Johnson looking to throw. Quickly complete. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these 3rd and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a 1st and goal.
Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Eagles.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Let's see what he can do with the return. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Running it to the right. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. The Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down.
Wide 29! Wide 29! Good, good, good!
Third and inches, and we'll have to wait for it as a timeout is called. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to run for it. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense when you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start. And I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making it go.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Slips through the line. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45.
Wide 53! Wide 53!
The run inside. It's Haynes. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll keep it on the ground. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
To the 10. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Sends it back in motion. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Haynes. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run it. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter. Georgia Southern has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Quarterback making checks.
Burn him! Burn him! Knock!
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Fourth and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it.
Eagle!
Looking to throw. Forced out of the pocket. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. Into the end zone for 6. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
Coming out with it, it's Taylor. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Georgia Southern's offense comes out to get this drive started. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. From the gun, the ground game. Breaks the tackle. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Eagles can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll go to the counter. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 25.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Running inside. It's Bradshaw. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Beneath the shadow of Howard's rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Johnson wants to throw it. On a little time, lets it go. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. Never had a chance. One coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this.
Could be an alley. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the 2nd level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Right back to the well. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Johnson looking to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so put him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. No fair catches here, looking for room. He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. He goes right back to the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Pocket breaking down. Quick strike complete. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw again. He lets one fly deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And the quarterback just not on the same page with his wide receiver there. Receiver just not able to get to that pass on the perimeter in double coverage.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That'll bring him to within 4.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, running back on the move. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bradshaw. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Clemson calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Final timeout called by the Tigers. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. He gets it away from his own end zone. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets it fly. Catch inside the 25. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Taylor. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. As expected, they're content to run out the clock and go into halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with Tennessee taking on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. And it's the Volunteers with the lead right now in the first half in a battle of 1-0 teams. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football. And now back to your game in Death Valley. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Hey guys, checking in with the Tigers head coach. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team. Somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. It's Moore. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Really nice play there catching the pass. And I'll tell you, it's not easy to get on the field these days at Clemson if you're a wideout. Because of the success they've had recruiting and all the NFL talent they've had outside of the position, getting on the field and competing is no simple task. It's not easy to do, but this guy has everything you look for. He is built to succeed, not just at the college level. I think this guy's got an opportunity on Sundays, too.
Lost to fire on second down. On target. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete on the right side. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Haynes.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
There's some room. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Looking for a gap. It's Haynes. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Looking for an open area to his left. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up 4th down. Ball is spotted at the 2. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown. They'll go for it here on 4th and short. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short? And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. Johnson looking to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. There he goes. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40. That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to go right back downfield. Swings it out to the flat. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Dallas. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better.
Oh, he's got some space. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. This time he wants to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Gain of 9 on that one. 3rd down and short. He needs a yard.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Looking to throw for it. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They'll move the tight end. Trying to keep the drive alive. Big on big, man on man, and the defense wins on 4th down.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Johnson wants to throw it. Got a big paw up there and knocks it down incomplete. But how
how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down. They'll send out the kicker here. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of... They got it. It's blocked.
Yeah, and a lot of times in field goal block, you load up one side, they load up the left side, push all the guys backwards, slip through the crack, get their hand up, and get the big block. Nice job.
They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. Snags it and he's open. They mark him out of bounds at the 42 and they're on the move.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
The defense has the lead, and they're playing like it right now. I mean, they are pinning their ears back in these passing situations. They're not worried at all about the run game. They're just getting up the field, and they're getting to this quarterback.
The handoff to Johnson. Maybe a crease. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. We've reached the end of the period. Georgia Southern is on top and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Run in the red zone, it's Haynes. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a man, it's Denson. Got it! Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
They'll go to the air on third and short. Touchdown, Tigers! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing, good decision by the quarterback, getting it out quick.
He'll bring it out. It's Murphy. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. They'll rely on running behind the big left tackle here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Final few minutes of this game. Two teams looking for their first win. One's going to get momentum. One will have to stop the season from spiraling. Second down, they'll go to the air. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Firing to the right, complete. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll field the punt and take it back. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. That fourth down penalty feels as if it is really going to be costly, but we're about to find out now. It's 1st and 10. They'll run the screen. On his feet at the 40. Snags it, and there's running room. Touchdown, Tiger. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Georgia Southern's offense comes out to get this drive started. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Got out of trouble and throws. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Georgia Southern in a hurry. Johnson looking to throw. Under fire. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. Clemson comes out, its offense ready to go on the attack. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Back to the ground with the running back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really...
Got a little grass. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. His 3rd touchdown of this game, and his 3rd on the season.
And this offense has had a good day, and more importantly, this team responded from last week. 0-1, didn't look good to start the season, bouncing back, getting a convincing victory. Nice job by this team handling adversity early in the season.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Taylor. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points. And
the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And the Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Johnson wants to throw it. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
And that's one the quarterback just has to learn from. When you're backed up like that, you've got to be able to get rid of the football. And I know he's got to scramble, and he's trying to break out to the right-hand side to see if something positive can happen. But all that pursuit is coming after him. He needs to throw that thing away, live to play another play, but instead, he gives up the big safety.
Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Here on the Tigers sideline, this is a developing story down here on the sideline right now. With this big lead, the coaches are going to the backup quarterback, and they say he has earned this opportunity. He is a team-first guy, ready when his number is called, and he is proving that he's someone they can count on. The big lead's going to get him more reps, and the coaches are vibing off of that. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Davidson. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Clemson will send the punt team out.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He wants a big play here late. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Eagles come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Johnson looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.